look like Riley Green over here.
He is, doesn't he?
I was trying to figure out who to call him, but
that's exactly who you look like. Yeah, I hope you are, Duck
hey,
Man, because you got a nice camp I want to go to.
We're live
So
here at the Treybo Expo with Riley Green.
Yeah, as long as I don't take my shirt off, we can keep that on. But you'll see I've been sitting in the machine for too long.
yeah.
Well, this is what it looks like after 30.
Yeah, well,
Y'all be good, guys.
I guess I am after 30. I'll be 36 tomorrow, so.
No, I'm talking about after 30 years.
Oh, I thought you meant after 36.
Oh, no, 49, baby. Finna roll that 50.
oh,
I'll be 36 Sunday.
Yeah, we're going to have a big 50th birthday
yeah,
party
we are.
in Vegas at Con Expo. Visually pick up one tire at a time. None of that 3-tire bullshit. Set them in the box, okay? Then you got to swing over, move your 3 rocks into a box. Then we're gonna have that tire that's set up in there, laying to the side. You got to pick it up and set it in there. Last year we were just setting the tire on the ground. Yeah. People were having so much trouble.
The bad thing about the Lugon is the damn thumb is on the wrong joystick.
We did steak dinner last night. It was a blast. Got to meet a lot of really cool people. Like I'm telling you guys all the time, relationships, network, it's everything. But can't thank Treybo enough for inviting us. We came out last night, obviously, for the steak dinner, and there's probably, I have no idea how many folks there is here around the excavation and utility world. A bunch of machines, a bunch of sponsors came out this year, and he's giving back to, you know, basically you, me, the guys that are trying to do it, right? Had several different vendors already this morning. I'm going to be doing just a little bit of talk as well with Trent from Blue Collar Contractors about marketing and putting yourself out there and how all this came about and all that. But really thankful to Big Trey. Big Trey worked his tail off to get all of this put together, so shout out to him. But yeah, man, gonna try and pull a couple of guys aside and do a little interview with them so you guys can kind of hear where they're from, where their story is, how they found Trey, and how their videos kind of help them. So we're gonna give back a little bit to Treybo on this because he gives so much to us. So come along.
We didn't get the instructions on this microphone.
I was just indicating that I enjoy watching you on social media, and I just had to come see you. Had the weekend off free, so I decided to fly in and see you.
Yeah.
The storming, flew in last night, got here late. I said, hey, I'm not gonna make it to the show.
Hey, that's great. All the way from Detroit, guys. Give him a
Woo!
applause. He's got his award here, so he's got a Yeti ice chest. So that'll probably cost you about $750 to get back on there. Or you can auction it off to one of these guys.
That's right. I got 100.
All right, we got 200, 300, 333, 4.
Probably slap a check bag sticker straight on it.
I'm gonna ask you, I'll put you on the spot here. I'm gonna ask you to talk a little bit about generating income. You did a video about the profits, so I'm gonna ask you to talk a little bit about that at some point today.
I sure will. Right after we give these awards out, I'm going to give y'all 10 minutes of all the struggles I went through to get to this point.
And then show us how you climbed out of that truck, the window of the truck.
The Mack truck. I did that for the ladies. Let me not get in front of the
Please don't.
You know, I don't want to get put in timeout again.
I'll make this quick here, very quick.
Yeah. So guys, Sai Kirby, if you follow on TikTok, Sai Construction or Blue Collar Podcast. I was on Sai's Blue Collar Podcast, about 2 months ago?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we killed it on that podcast.
You killed it. That was awesome.
I'm the talent.
You are. That's why we're all here. We're here for you.
And me and Sai are going to do something special tomorrow. We're going to play golf.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about failures? If you watch me playing golf tomorrow, you'll see what a failure is.
For sure. Go ahead.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
I'm the first person out here, generally besides Hunter or Brooksy. I'm making sure the crews get going. The most important hour of the day is the first hour of the day. I don't care what anybody says. They can work till dark if they want. Generally, I try to cut out at 3:30, 4 o'clock every day. And that's because if I can't get it done by then, I fail. A lot of the crews will still run, but once you get them going, they're on their own. You know, I'm there to put out fires. You were talking about generating profits in 2010. That was when I really started gaining some ground, you know, buying more machines. I always bought property. I was big on buying property. Real estate, if you're in this business, guys, and your business is doing great and all that, buy real estate. I don't give a shit if it's 1 acre, if it's 20 acres, or 200 acres. If it's a good deal, buy it. and put every dollar you can into it to get it paid off. This equipment doesn't hold its value. These jobs don't hold their value forever. Your labor force doesn't hold its value forever. But that land will always be your retirement, because I don't have a retirement. My retirement is all the land I bought, and real estate properties, and then this equipment, you know, when you sell it, it's just, you're gonna pay a lot in capital gains. So everybody says, well, I got $1 million worth of equipment or whatever. Yeah, when you sell it, you really don't have $1 million worth of equipment, because the government's gonna get half of it, and the auction company, okay? So always remember that. But in 2010, go back to 2010, to tell you about getting kicked in the face, I did a huge job up in Batesville, Arkansas, followed up by a job in Osceola, Arkansas. Went over and did that job, the contractor went broke on me. And they were down $500,000 with me. And I'm young, you know, and I had to come home and figure out, how am I gonna survive after working 3 months up here and used all my resources up and didn't get a dollar? Well, it took 2 years. I finally got the money, okay? But the bonding company, and if any of y'all ever deal with bonding companies, they're the sorriest piece of trash on earth. They're gonna try to settle for 38 cents on the dollar. I didn't do that. I wanted my dollar, plus I wanted all the interest, and when it was said and done, that's what I got. So anything quick that, you know, in business, you know, we're like, oh, I want to swap this machine today. Sometimes it's better to sit back and think about that machine sitting there, sell it 3 weeks later, 3 months later. You're going to get more money instead of just trying to rush a deal. Never rush a deal.
All right, guys, this was an absolute blast. I got to say, I have met so many of you. I could start naming names. I got to shout out to Levi with Dean Excavating. He came out. He got to learn quite a bit. We've been talking here behind the scenes and just talking business. I talked business with 10 or 12 of these guys and where they're at and the same struggles I faced. And this event was just so cool. We got to see all the new equipment, heavy equipment rodeo, and it's coming to a close here. But Treybo Expo was good. If you're an excavation contractor and you're watching this, next year you've got to be here. We'll be at Con Expo, and I don't know when this event, as soon as I know, I'll be sharing it out. But this event is just so interesting from the fact that folks are actually trying to help you guys. And we did a little spiel up there, me and Trent Daddy, and I thought it went really good, spurred a bunch of questions and comments, and can't wait for next year, honest to God. So now I'm heading to the water conference, by God. Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be safe, be kind, be humble. Shout out to Dean Excavating for letting me use the drone and getting the nasty drone shots.